In Mathcad, you can make music. This is part 4 of 4 on my series about creating a worksheet to play the Mozart musical dice game. And in this video, I will cover how I created a button to generate a file name with a timestamp. And spoiler, I just used the JavaScript functions. All right, so here I am in Mathcad. I have a worksheet open. I will reference this briefly later on, but let me open up my worksheet, the current version for generating music. And so when I open it, because it has scriptable controls, we get the warning. I will click yes. And so the worksheet opens. And according to the instructions, the first thing that you want to do, or rather the second thing after you place the worksheet in the correct folder, is to click the Get File Name button. And so I will click on that. Then you want to roll the dice, and I'll do that. We get our message. I will click OK. And our dice are thrown. It ends up generating a matrix with the list of minuets to read in, and then it creates a file of the output. And so, in order to explain how I created this button, let me jump back over to this other worksheet. And I referenced this worksheet in the previous video when I talked about how I constructed the button to roll a pair of dice 16 times. And the key thing is, let me go to the button and click Edit. And this button for rolling the dice, here we have a line that calls the math.ceil, the ceiling function, and the math.random function, the random number generator. And the whole key about this is when I was reviewing this, it's like, okay, yeah, JavaScript has a whole bunch of different functions available. And then when I realized that my previous attempt to generate a file name with Mathcad functions didn't work, I was like, hey, doesn't JavaScript have some different functions for the date and time? JavaScript has to have some different functions for that, right? Well, yeah, of course they do. And I found this web page about the JavaScript get date methods, and it talks about how you can use the date constructor, and it ends up returning the date and time. And then you can use a bunch of other different methods to extract portions of the date. For example, you have get full year. Be aware that you don't want to use the old deprecated get year function. You have get full year. You have get month, which for some reason returns a number between 0 and 11 instead of 1 to 12. Then get date, which is the day as a number between 1 and 31. Not get day, which I originally used incorrectly, which just gets a number between 0 and 6 for the weekday. So, for example, I think I can't remember if Monday or Sunday is 0, and then the next one would be 1, and then the next, Wednesday would be 3 or something like that, whatever. You can also get hours, get minutes, and get seconds. And that's the stuff that I was interested in. So with this, I had all the information that I needed to construct a button in Mathcad. Okay, let me cancel out of that button and let me go over to this worksheet. And let's take a look at what I wrote. I will right click on the button and then choose Edit. Let me grab the dialog box and make it a bunch wider or longer and a little bit wider. Okay, so here is my button that I wrote. And so we've got our regular standard initialization code up here. I didn't change that. We don't have any inputs that are coming into the button in the start function. And then I created my own custom function because when you have those different JavaScript functions, it can return a single digit number. So for example, if you have like 5 in the morning, well, you're just going to get a single digit 5, whereas I wanted 0, 5. And the same thing for things like the day of the month. If it's, say, right now it's July, let's say we're talking about July 7th. Well, you would just get 7, and I want to have 0, 7, and so on and so forth for the hours and the minutes and the seconds. And so that's what this function does. You pass a number as the input, and if the number is less than 10, it is going to create a variable that's going to be 0 plus the string of the number. If not, it's just going to make a string of the number, and the function returns that string that is created. And so then I have the variable that I created, d, is equal to new date. And that's the one that pulls the date. And I think this one actually pulls the local time as opposed to UTC time. It pulls the date and it assigns it to this variable. All right, so then I have a bunch of those different methods. So I have a variable called year, and that is equal to d, that's the variable that I created that extracts the date, dot get full year. All right, so that is straightforward. Then I have a variable for the string of the month, and then it calls that make 2 digits function of d dot get month plus 1. Why is it get month plus 1? Well, again, the get month function returns a value from 0 to 11. January is 0. February is 1. December is 11. And so people see that month that gets pulled out, and they think, hey, this month is wrong. And it's just, nope. For some reason, they decided to have the get month function return a value between 0 and 11. Okay, so then we have the one that gets the date of the month. And again, by accident, I used get day, and I was like, hey, how come I'm only getting, a really wrong value for the day? It's nowhere near the correct day of the month. And so that was that. And then hours, minutes, seconds. And then I construct the file name by just appending a bunch of those different strings together with dashes or underscores, and then the .wav file extension at the end. And then I use as the output that variable file name. And that is the button. So let me cancel out of here. And so let's give it another try. I'll click on Get File Name and then roll the dice and click the OK button. And so that generated a file. Let's go take a look at that file and listen to some music. Okay, here I am in the piano folder, and these are the 2 different music files, the wave files, the minuets of waltzes that I generated in this video. And so let's double click on this one and play it. Ah, great. I love it. All right. So there you have it. That is the worksheet. As usual, all these different worksheets are available from my shared Google Drive, which you can find from my website, mcaeconsulting.com. Go download it, play around with it, modify it. Hey, please, if you make something better, which should not be that hard, please share it with me. I'd love to see what you do. And so let me know what you think. Let me know if you are able to use this worksheet to generate some music. Hope you enjoy it.